Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, and fans. I am your DJ and voice host, Diana Balhouse, alongside with my co-host, Vanessa Jane. We are excited to have you with us today as we celebrate Fantasy Fair 2026. Before we begin, we kindly ask that you detach any unnecessary scripted items such as AOs or HUDs to help reduce the lag and ensure the best experience for everyone. For optimal viewing, please set your avatar complexity to maximum and your level of detail to 4. And we will ask you to limit gestures, please, or repeated animations in local chat during the show. To fully enjoy today's presentation, please be sure your music is on. Today's show's music is being provided by yours truly. Today's presentation, Fantasy Delights Chapter 5, A World Awakened, is brought to you by the pro models of VN Productions. VN Productions is a proud supporter of Fantasy Fair and the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. We are honored to be part of such extraordinary event and grateful for the opportunity to share this experience with you. We invite you to relax, immerse yourself in the story, and enjoy the artistry our models have prepared. Styling credits will be available via note card. Today, we invite you into a world once quiet, now stirring with life once more. A world where nature beats again, where energy flows freely, and where the extraordinary begins to take shape before your eyes. In this chapter of Fantasy Delights, we explore awakening not as a single moment, but as a transformation from the essence of elements to the evolution of form, identity, and expression. Through vision, movement, and couture, each presentation tells a story of becoming something more than what it once was. Okay, so we begin. Welcome to a world awakened. In the stillness after silence, the world begins to stir once more, from earth to sky. Life awakens, fragile, resilient, and ready to begin again. From a world once silenced, life begins again. Mila. She says, I am nature. Climate change struck me mercilessly. Temperatures soared, droughts dried my rivers and lakes, and my winged children, butterflies, bees, dragonflies died in silence. Then came the floods, violent and unpredictable, sweeping away what little remained. Only silence lingered, carried by hot winds. But I do not die. A tickle in the cracked earth, seeds awaken, green returns, wings follow, and life begins again. It is not a miracle, it is evolution. As long as a single seed remains dormant, I will return always. Thank you, Mila. And here she is. With the first light of a new beginning, warmth returns. Larida. She says, I am Luminia, the golden breath of dawn. I do not dwell within the forest. I am the light that awakens it, the warmth that brushes petals, the shimmer resting on the leaves, the quiet energy that urges each bud to bloom. Yet, even light feels the shift of a changing world. Rising heat withers blossoms too soon, disturbing the fragile rhythm of life. When nature loses balance, my radiance fades. To protect the earth is to preserve the light that allows it to awaken. Beautiful. Thank you, sweet Larida. Beautiful. I love those wings. From the depths of the earth, something begins to rise. Ale, she says, I am rebirth rising from the depth of the earth, where the old does not die but transforms. I was once a seed, then a root, and now I rise again. My body formed of bark memory and seasons that have left their mark. Lovely. Moss, leaves, and sap flow through me like life itself. I am not still. I am constant change. I am a moment where the old breaks and something new begins to grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ale. Beautiful presentation. But then again, you're a pro. But not all that awakens remains untouched. Martina. She says, I embody the forest and its present moment. Bark, branches, and withering leaves form my being. Yet, parts of me are torn away, left bare. These empty spaces tell the story of deforestation, where life once stood and silence now remains. Forests are not endless resources. They are living ecosystems filled with balance and life. Every fallen tree leaves an absence that cannot be replaced. And in that silence, the forest asks to be protected. Ooh. Thank you, Martina. Beautiful. And still, the earth finds a way to rise. Twinkie Bean. Twinkie Bean walks as if the forest itself has decided to rise. Vines circle her arms, blossoms gather at the crown, and leaves stretch towards the light. The earth begins again, quietly, slowly, as it always has. She's not dressed for the forest. She is the forest in its moment of return. Yet, the season no longer arrives as they once did. This fragile bloom endures only as long as we choose to care for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Twinkie. Beautiful. From soil to bloom, life begins to unfold. Beautiful Lolita. She says, I am the flower that awakens from the earth, my petals opening like a breath of life. Through me, flowers bloom and butterflies return, and the world begins to find its rhythm again. Where I unfold, life stirs, the air hums, the soil pulses, and harmony takes shape. Yet, I feel the rising heat, the shifting seasons, the disappearance of life around me. Protecting this fragile balance is the responsibility we all share. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lolita. Where life grows, something magical follows. Claudia. Flower fairies are born wherever life begins. When a seed sprouts, a fairy awakens. Glowing alongside the flower, the plant, the tree calls home. There are beings of light existing to bring beauty and life into the world. Nature is part of us, and through it, we are connected to something greater. Let the flowers grow. Let the magic within them live on. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Clau. In the quiet between breath and light, something unseen moves. Fabulous Lua. She says, I am the quiet breath of the forest at dawn. I drift between ancient trees and moss-covered stones, softening every edge, wrapping the world in a silver hush. Through me, the forest breathes. She carries moisture, shelter, life, and protect what grows beneath the surface. She says, I move unseen, yet everything depends on my presence. Even in the quietest forest can sustain an entire world. Lua, damn dramatic. Great job, but then again, you're a great model. What can I say? I love that style. Above it all, the sky begins to remember its form. The Binar. She says, I am the breath of the sky returning to form. From drifting vapors and silent winds, I gather into clouds, mist and movement. The heavens awaken and the air begins to breathe again. Life softens, shadows shift, and the world above reflects the balance below. And when the air grows heavy with heat and neglect, even the sky begins to change, and the clouds remind us that balance lives above as much as below. Whoa, Nar. But then again, you are the Nar. And through it all, something moves unseen, and that be Negli. She says, I am the wind fairy, moving through the unseen. A current, a rushing force, carrying seeds across the earth, shaping oceans, guiding wings through the sky. Life moves with me. Growth depends on me. But I can also become a storm, fire, and destruction when balance is lost. I command you to care for this world so I may remain a force of life and not devastation. Good job, Nagli. Oh, you are windy. And in the stillness, the world reflects itself. La Tilda. She says, I am the lake at morning's first light. I awaken slowly as the mist rises from the surface, holding water, earth, and memory within me. Birds drink, root reach, and life gathers at my edges. I reflect the sky, the air, the changing world around me. I am still, but never lifeless. To care for me is protect the balance of everything I hold. Wow. Thank you, Latilda. And just like that, our world has begun to awaken. While the mortals prepare for the next walk, here's a fantasy fair reminder, because caring for the planet is always in style. Ditch the extras when you can. Reusable bags, bottles, and containers go a long way. Please welcome the second walk of Fantasy Delights, Chapter 5, A World Awakened. From the smallest corners of the earth, a quiet guardian emerges. Lua, she says, I awaken the human form, yet I am not entirely human. I carry the spirit of a ladybug within me, a quiet guardian of the gardens and fields. Delicate yet powerful, I protect life in ways often unseen, feeding on what threatens to growth and preserving the balance without harm. I am small, but I am essential. Without creatures like me, the harmony of nature begins to falter. Even the smallest life holds power, and without it, everything begins to change. Thank you, Luita. The most beautiful ladybug, indeed. In the quiet beneath fallen leaves, life continues its unseen work. Mila, she says, I am a forest snail, a silent presence among the damp leaves and ancient roots. Unnoticed, I move slowly through the shadows, breaking down what has fallen, returning it to the earth as life once more. Oh, beautiful. Without me, the forest would drown in its own remains. I am food, I am balance, I am quiet indicator of the world's health. If I disappear, something deeply wrong. Wow, beautiful Mila. Love the outfit. Love the headpiece. Drawn to the light and transformation, something delicate takes form. La Tilda. She says, I awaken in human form, carrying the soul of the great purple butterfly within me. Drawn to the light, to warmth, for fleeting beauty, I move as if the air still remembers my wings. Oh. Others see it as a shimmer that surrounds me in the quiet presence of transformation. I am renewal, fragile, yet radiant. I remind that even in the rarest beauty can return to its protected. Oh my goodness, beautiful butterfly. Thank you, Lati. From stillness, precision awakens. Ale. She says, I was born from verdant silence, where patience is power and movement is strategy. I am the mantis, elegant, precise, and ever watchful. I do not chase, I wait. In me, Beauty and danger exist as one. I regulate, I control, I preserve balance. I am not destruction, I am necessary. To exist is not enough. I am the mastery of instinct. Oh, you are beautiful praying mantis. Thank you, Ale. From the hidden paths of the garden, something silent begins to move. Claudia, she says, I emerge from the deepest corners of the garden, silent and unseen. I am the serpent, shifting, adapting, shedding what no longer serves me as the world changes around me. I move through nature's hidden paths, calm yet watchful, blending into shadow I cross, beautiful in the light and deadly when I choose to strike. For in the world that is always changing, survival belongs to those who evolve. Thank you, Cloud. I shall say, I don't like snakes, but you're a beautiful one. And from earth, an instinct elegance takes shape. Larida, she says, I am Lady Pheasant, instinct transformed into couture. My form reflects riches of the wild where strength and elegance exist in perfect balance. I carry the spirit of a creature shaped by nature, reimagined through refinement and grace. Yet, beyond beauty lies the truth. Habitats fade and the balance of life begins to shift. To protect biodiversity is to protect and preserve beauty itself. Thank you, Larida. From the canopy above, with a vibrant spirit rises Negli. She says, I rise in human form, yet the spirit of a tropical bird still lives within me. I remember the canopy, the wind beneath my wings, the vibrant life of the rainforest that shaped me. But that world is in danger. My home and the countless lives within it face destruction. Still, I rise with resilience and hope. Take a breath, open your wings, and fight to protect what allows us to be free. In a burst of color and presence, beauty unfolds. Lolita. She says, I am the plumage awakened in the light, each feather a breath of life between the sky and earth. When I move, where I move, and the world responds. Winds shift, flowers bow, and beauty takes form. I am the living expression of biodiversity, vibrant and ever changing. Yet, I feel the imbalance growing and the loss of rhythm in the world around me. Even beauty cannot survive without balance. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lolita. Love them feathers. Between the shadow and sky, something ancient returns. Nar, she says. I walk in human form, yet the spirit of the raven lives within me. I move between shadow and light, carrying memory, instinct, and the quiet knowledge of transformation. Others feel it, the stillness, the awareness, the presence of something older than this form. I am not ending. I am the space between endings and beginnings. From darkness, renewal always takes flight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nara. In a breath of purity and light, balance takes form. Martina. She says, I embody the unicorn, a symbol of purity, balance, and quiet strength. My presence is light like air untouched, clear, essential, and deeply connected to life itself. Clean air allows the world to breathe, for forests to grow, for life to thrive. Yet, in many places, that purity is fading beneath heavy skies. Protect the air, and you protect the future of all life. So pretty dress. Yes, Yasha Bailey. Very cute. I'm watching you, Yasha. Don't worry about it. I'm watching you. And from ash and memory, the final form arises. Twinkie Bean. Twinkie Bean returns changed, not as the bird of flame, but as its memory. The phoenix has taken human form. Fire becomes color. Feathers become golden movement. What once burned across the sky now lives in the quiet strength of a human silhouette. The phoenix has always meant renewal, a promise that life can begin again after loss. Yet, in a warming world, that promise feels more fragile than before. What rises from the ashes depends on what we choose to protect. Wow. And it is a very beautiful phoenix. At that, thank you, Twinkie Bean. And with this, we arrive at the end of our journey. A world once silent has awakened through resilience, through transformation, and through the quiet power of life returning once more. From the smallest seed to the vastness of sky and flame, We have witnessed a story of balance, lost, challenged, and found again. This world is not separate from us, but deeply connected to who we are and the choices we make. As we stand in this moment of renewal, we are reminded what rises next is not left to chance. The future of this world, both imagined and real, lives in the care we give, the balance we protect, and the responsibility we carry forward. Let this awakening not end here, because every world we imagine is shaped by the one we choose to create. And now, we invite you to welcome back the models of VM Productions. Ladies, ready? And here they are. Please welcome back Martina and Negli. Lolita and Nar. Larida and Claudia. Lua and Mila. How about Ale and Latilda? Come on out. Okay, and here we go. The people that make everything happen. Before we close, we extend our gratitude to the creatives behind the scene. Our runway designer, Anael Starr, whose vision shaped the world before you. The magnificent videographer that always makes me look so pretty, Javi Gears, capturing each moment in motion. And photographer Wildstar Bowman, preserving this story in still form. Thank you. Thank you for bringing fantasy delights to life. And behind every world are those who shape its existence, not only as creators, but as forces who bring it to life and ensure and endures. Please welcome the architect of creation, Monica Quern, director, co-producer, and acting CEO of VM Production. And finally, the guardian of life, protector of this world, its heart, and the force that ensures light continues to rise. A cancer survivor and founding member of the team Friends Fighting Cancer that brought the Life Fantasy Fair. The CEO of VM Production, the wonderful, the ginormous, the bigger than life, Vicky Maidstone. Please give all of the models and staff a big round of applause. I thank my chat host Vanessa, for keeping up with me creatively to explore tonight's looks and the creators behind them. We invite you to pick up styling cards out up front. Pick up the styling cards. These ladies worked very hard to create this. Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, such beautiful way to bring our show to a close. It is our hope that you leave with a smile and a song in your hearts, and that this year's fair holds meaning not only to us but for the survivors and caregivers whose journey we continue to honor and support. From the mist we came, from the mist and to the mist we will now return until Fantasy Fair 2027, that I hope that I get invited again. A quick shout out to my wonderful audience for putting up for the show. And I see dear friends are out there: Carly Benassi, Jonelle, Angie, Jubit, Melly, my sister Jasha Bailey. Thank you for being here. Thank everybody. Anaela, Nemesis. Oh my goodness, everybody, audience, people, you're all visible. Uh, My gosh, such beautiful. Thank you for joining us. This is Diana Bauhaus saying farewell until we meet again in 2027. Thank you from all of us at VM Productions. Again, thank you to my co-host, Vanessa Jane, for putting up with me. Thank you, Vicky, for inviting me. I'm here for you anytime you want me. Thank you, models. You all did a wonderful job. Stylings were on point. Posters were on point. Loved it. Thank you, audience. You have a great spring, summer, wherever it takes you. This is Diana Bauhaus. Over and out.